Hello, fans of Cliff Blazinski's Boss Key Studios' Radical Heights. All two of you, that is. No, I haven't forgotten to make YouTube videos. I've just been very lazy. And of course, if you follow my Instagram, I've been posting a lot there, Instagram and Facebook. So, instead of posting YouTube videos or making YouTube videos, I do Instagram. That's just a little easier, and I'm lazy. But anyway, I actually have something that's more digestible as a YouTube video than an Instagram post because as I was typing the Instagram post out, I realized I was only halfway done when I already had a Harry Potter novel's worth of words typed out, and I certainly don't mind creating novels for posts, but I know that's probably not the most digestible thing. So here we are, YouTube video. But anyway, yeah, so you might be surprised to hear, but I am a nerd. Yeah, pretty crazy, shocking. I'm downright filthy, even like you, a nerd, right? But yeah, I like video games, anime, and the like, and video games say that if you level up, if you accumulate experience, if you accumulate experience, you level up. If you level up, you get stronger. So, Izumi City recently held a junior high school wide English contest. I worked with a few different schools, but I worked with one school in particular quite often on the English speech contest, and I really wanted them to level up. I really wanted to see them fare well against the boss, or I guess more accurately, I wanted to see them become the Apex champion because the speech contest is a battle royale. But yeah, uh, I worked pretty closely with the one school in particular. They created their own original speeches that they were going to present for the speech contest, and I could tell there was a lot of heart in these speeches. I mean, there wasn't all of them, right? They're all original speeches, but at least for the one school that I worked with in particular, uh, two of the students, they really, I think they wholly meant like every word in that speech, and seeing them practice or accumulate experience, seeing them practice day in, day out, sometimes even early in the morning. Like I would have to come to that school early. Uh, Seeing them commit that much time, that much effort into something that they're not like probably not their best subject, but they're just something so passionate about. That's pretty endearing, and it was really nice to see. Anyway, on the day of the contest, I was lucky enough to sit as a judge, and I was very happy to. I was so excited to see the fruit, their efforts bear fruit. I wanted to see just how far they'd go. Maybe they'd win Apex Legend. They'd become legend. You know, I was really rooting for them to win it all, but life isn't exactly a video game, much as I like to make analogies about it. Yeah, it it's reality comes crashing down sometimes, and let's just say it was a pretty crushing defeat, but it's still a good experience, right? Like even in loss, there's a lot to learn, and when you prepare so much to better yourself and all that, like that all goes a long way. It's not like in a loss you lose all. I guess okay, unless you're playing like Dark Souls or Souls like games, you don't lose your experience upon failure. I mean, even in Dark Souls, you just go back to your little retrieve your blood echoes, go get your corpse again or whatever, right? So you can Dark Souls aside, you retain your experience even in defeat. And actually, in a battle royale, you accumulate experience. You only get better. So again, even in defeat, I think these students have a lot to be happy about. I'm not. They obviously didn't start from zero, but they got a whole lot better in preparing for the speech contest. They accumulated so much experience. They leveled up so much. And I mean, I'm not going to say I promised them a victory, but I did tell them I graded them quite highly. And I did. I'm I was a judge. Uh, I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. I thought the students that I worked with, of course, because I saw them, the trials and tribulations that they had gone through, all the hard work that they had committed, all the passion in their words, and all that. Because I saw all of that, I really thought they deserved first. And, you know, no podium finish. But, you know, they completed challenges. If you complete challenges, you get rewards. So, though they didn't get an official reward, I gave them candy and stuff like that, chocolates as a reward, and that's a pretty big deal in Japan. Like you have to ask the principal and all that. But yeah, uh, my only wish for them was to not hate English because of not doing super hot at the speech contest. I wanted them to continue to enjoy speaking, writing, and all that. It's like just continue enjoying English. And I told them that too as I handed out their gifts individually. But for one student in particular, when I made like a pretty generic like congratulatory speech for them. I said most of the stuff in Japanese, but I just told them like um, the results of the contests were wrong. The other judges are wrong. If I had it my way, they'd be first. Um, the results were lame. There's still a good experience and all that stuff, but I said that, and I also said to all the students that I'm happy for them and I'm proud of them. But I said this to one student in particular. Um, okay, well, I'm decently emotionally stunted, but even I could feel that she was. I'm not gonna say she was like crying because she wasn't. There were no tears, but I mean she was swiping out the eyes a little bit. And again, perhaps I'm not reading the situation correctly, but I felt like there was a lot of tension and pressure on the chest. Like I could tell there was something going on. And yeah, you know, I said to her, please don't hate English. I want you to continue. I want you to continue enjoying English. And again, she swiped at the eyes a little bit. She said, "I love English." And again, she said that. I'm quoting her when I said that. And when I heard that, I just she stun locked me. I didn't know what to do. I just lost my mind. She hit me with that 5 combo point kidney shot. She stun seated me. She, I guess, there's a lot of stun terms for video games. She hit me with that empowered Renekton W. She, what other stuns are there? In Yakuza terms, she use the sledgehammer sledgehammer heat action on my head. uh, but yeah, okay. Point is, I was rather stunned to hear that, and honestly, I'm not even sure what I said after that. I just I was pretty emotional too after hearing that. Again, like I could feel the tension and emotion rising, so I was already kind of like I'm not on edge, but I could already feel it pressure. I could feel pressure. When she said that again, I don't know, maybe I don't know if I'm communicating it correctly, but it was a pretty heartfelt and powerful moment. Um, this is something I will likely remember for the rest of my life, or at least something I want to. I just, it's just really nice. And I don't know, like, I have no doubts that I'm decent at teaching. Like, I think I'm pretty good at teaching, or at least, at the very least, I think I'm entertaining. And I think that goes a long way in helping students learn or just, enjoy school, because that's important too. But if a student says, I love English, am I allowed to claim a little ownership over that? Like, did I help in creating that? I like to think so. But, you know, that that was a pretty that was a pretty moment, powerful moment. Again, it's one that I want to remember for the rest of my life. For just, I guess, I came to Japan for a couple of reasons. A lot of them being nerdy. Again, I am a nerd, but one of them was to just teach students well, to have them really enjoy English. And again, I have no doubt that I've done that, but it's it just it hits you a little differently to see that you might have actually achieved that. So yeah, she completed many challenges to level up for the English speech contest, and I don't know if she realized it, but she helped me achieve one too. One that I'd say was pretty difficult. But yeah, if you've stuck out this long to see me ramble on about absolutely nothing, thank you. um, that's about it, really. I don't think I can carry on this video game analogy anymore. uh, it's certainly not game over. We hit the continue button because she loves English. She hasn't quit. And that's important. I've used that analogy a lot, actually, the video game stuff for continuing, especially after something difficult. Again, I'm a nerd. It's something that really speaks easily to me. Something that I readily understand. But yeah, uh, you've heard it all. I don't have anything else to say. Thanks for sticking it out. You'll never see me again until you do, but until you do, see you later.